Don't let a pastor scam you, and don't get scammed, because that shit don't feel good. Unless you the one scamming and you making some bread.
Give $10,000. If we have 500 people, give $10,000.
Black pastor's life is over after the FBI discovered this dark secret. Carmelo caught in here. Life is never rotten. And today, I'm reacting to my boy, Poetic Flacco. Let's get into this video. Yes, sir.
This popular black pastor, David Taylor, was just arrested by the...
Y'all know who David Taylor is? I don't know who that is. I probably do. I feel like my mom used to listen to him or something. Maybe. I feel like it.
Feds on RICO charges for doing something that...
RICO charges. Whoa. You know what a RICO charge is. A RICO charge is basically a charge where you're trafficking humans, trafficking drugs, trafficking whatever. True. It's like, and you like doing it as a big business type shit.
I don't feel like a lot of people know it's illegal. I certainly didn't know that this was illegal.
Church leaders accused in a nationwide human trafficking case will remain in jail after appearing in federal court today. One of the
human trafficking, bro? Oh, shit.
hearings was in Tampa, where Michelle Brannon declared...
Tampa? That's Florida. It's always over there in Florida, bro. It is a crazy world.
...declined to have a bond hearing, instead choosing to have the hearing in Michigan, where the case is actually based. In a court filing...
Oh, it's based in Michigan. See, sometimes I gotta listen, bro.
Prosecutors say that they want Brannon held until her trial. They wrote that she is a danger to others and worry that she may try to run. They also indicated that...
She? Who's she? Oh, she. Her.
Prosecutors say that they want Brannon held until her trial. They wrote that she is a danger to others and worry that she may try to run. They also indicated that her home address was listed as a mansion in the affluent Avila neighborhood in North Tampa. That property was one of 4 across the country.
The kingdom of God. Say, man, using Jesus Christ's name in vain is wild.
Raided by federal agents yesterday. Authorities say the properties belong to David Taylor.
So he has a couple. Wow.
And his Kingdom of God Global Church.
Damn, he was setting up shop.
Documents indicate the church was operating 9 call centers. One of them was actually at
Home of the Miracle, today's broadcasting studio by David Taylor.
At that
Make sure his name right there.
Avila mansion. Investigators say unpaid workers were forced to solicit donations or face punishments, including...
Hey, this is man right here. That's a dirty looking nigga, bro. That nigga dirty as fuck. I ain't gonna lie. That nigga a dirty nigga, bro.
Physical and psychological abuse and food and sleep deprivation. The indictment alleges that Taylor made the rules and...
Hey, make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe on this video right here. And if you want to check out more videos, you could check it out up here. And boom.
The church's executive director enforced them.
Trafficking is obviously illegal, but when I learned that David Taylor was arrested, the first thing that came to my mind wasn't trafficking. I had a framework of exactly what the charges were going to be before I actually read the charges. I for sure thought David Taylor got arrested for scamming. I for sure thought David Taylor got arrested for financial fraud, for taking people's money.
No, so no, he didn't get arrested for that, huh?
But the trafficking charges in which he's being accused of trafficking his congregation is a little unique, and we'll get to that a little later on. But the reason why I thought for sure he was arrested for scamming and fraud was because David Taylor had controversy surrounding his name almost from the very beginning of him debuting in the public. He was known as a false prophet from...
See, hey, I know I got an older audience, y'all. Hey, I fuck with my OGs, bro. But y'all up there, bro. Like, I don't know this man David Taylor, bro. Was he spitting some shit? Was he spitting some shit, though? Like, was he spitting, bro? Was it worth the money? I'm gonna talk about this video with my mama, but yeah.
A1. Bro had unusual...
But yeah, shout out to my older fans, bro. My demographic, my analytics say it's 25 to 30. I'm 22, bro. Like I just got an older soul, I guess. So y'all just fucking with it. Damn. You see, you see his lips, bro. Like crazy pause.
Fundraising methods. Bro had unusual preaching. Yo, I knew that David.
Oh, he has some unusual preaching.
And that he wasn't somebody that I would ever give a penny to. When that man took the stage and he called himself the Pope.
Are my buttons working? My buttons is working, gang.
I'm not a false prophet. The Lord spoke to me just now. And just because someone is called a pope don't really...
Like, what is his fit as a pastor?
mean they're the pope. It's who God gives the power to. He gave it to me. I'm not a liar. Jesus came to me.
Yep, I know who this is. Bro, I'm driving to... We driving to school, bro. This is in my ear. Nobody want to hear this in the morning, bro. Get this bullshit out of here. But I am Christian. I do believe in God. I do believe there's something up there. I do not believe that there's nothing. You feel me? So I believe in something, bro. That there's something, bro.
Me. So I started to realize I'm the Pope. I don't need no robes.
Oh, he's saying you be like God? Are you realizing you are God? No. All right, no.
I'm the pontiff. I've been chosen by God to hold the highest rank out of all preachers in the world.
Really?
In the world.
Bro has no...
Highest rank out of all preachers in the world.
Really? Bro has...
Bro.
no interest whatsoever in running a church or an organization or a congregation. Bro wanted to run a cult.
Yo, what up? His name is David Taylor, and he's a crooked pastor. This is to show you, be careful, everybody, bro.
Successful in doing just that. Because when David Taylor was successful in convincing thousands of people that he was Christ himself, that like God actually talked to him and told him that he's the top preacher or top priest in the world and that all priests shall bow before him, his congregation actually believed that. And because he was able to condition them to believe that, it was...
That's what I'm saying, bro. If y'all haven't seen it, go watch the Book of Eli. My name is Elijah. I go by Carmelo Cotton on the YouTube. But the Book of Eli, fire movie. And it opens up your brain, bro.
Even easier to take their money. And David Taylor wouldn't just ask for money. No, he would beg with no shame. Right? Yo, David Taylor will look his congregation in their eyes and tell them they should give him their entire savings, 401k, everything they have, because God told him so. And that if they give him their entire savings, 401k, emergency funds, that God will give it back to them double.
Hey, W scammer, bro. W scammer. That's the W method, bro. I ain't gonna lie. So, look, crazy story. Last week, I went to go get gas after I got off of work. I pull up to the gas station. I walk into the gas station. I'm like, hey, $10 on 11. I'm broke, bro. I'm waiting for this YouTube check, bro. It is what it is. But $10 on 11. I go get my gas. I grab the nozzle. I open up my tank. I make sure my key out the car, everything. You feel me? Because sometimes niggas get high. But that's besides the point. But I took the nozzle out, put the gas in, started pumping. It was quick. It's only $10. I got like 2 gallons, a gallon. But here comes some dude, light skinned dude that look like this one, bro. Bro, I'm telling you, that light skinned nigga that look like this, got the beard, got the freckles. You feel me? But he basically was a W scammer, bro. You know the yellow shit on your headlights. Yeah, I bought my car with that yellow shit on my headlights, bro, right? And it was fucked up, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, the headlights, they had yellow stains on it. He pulled up, he's like, oh, I got this spray bottle. It's normally $160, but he started spraying it on there. I'm like, damn, he already sprayed it. This nigga gonna want some. And then I'm broke, bro. I only put $10 in that shit. But yeah, he W scammer, bro. He got $25 out of me. I was like I could do 25. He said it's normally 160, but you know I'm gonna let it slide. Can you do 30? I'm like, all right. I look at my account, nigga. I cannot do 30, bro. I'm too damn nice, bro. I ended up sending him that 25. I should have faked it and just drove off on that nigga. But lesson of the day: be careful, bro, cause nigga, you could get scammed and you wouldn't even know it, bro. Just have a stronger fucking mind than me. God damn it, he got my ass. But yeah, don't let a pastor scam you, and don't get scammed, cause that shit don't feel good. Unless you the one scamming and you making some bread.
Give $10,000. If we have 500 people, give $10,000.
Bro, chat, this guy is basically a pastor. He's streaming and begging for gifts. I'm a streamer too. I'm gonna beg for my gifts. I need a rose. Give me a rose. But I'm not finna use Lord's name in vain. But yeah, who's wearing that fit? What pastor is wearing that fit?
There's some people that can give 200,000, 300,000. They can give 50,000, 20,000. They had it.
Bro, he was trying to. Bro, think about it. Mr. Beast. He might be the Mr. Beast. He was just saying, donate in the name of Jesus. Donate that man some money, and Jesus gonna pop out.
Saved up. You have finances that you have to give, but you're holding it up. You will have it saved. You have it put away somewhere. God wants you to sow that right now.
Bro, it's like, I respect the hustle, bro. Like, I do camera work, bro. And I didn't know when you get into doing camera work and making your own business, you gotta run around and be a boss. What the fuck? I gotta be my own boss? Oh, duh. Yeah, of course I want to be my own boss. I want to make money, $1 million. But yeah, I want to have fun and create content too. But with that being said, I respect the hustle because I need to be more aggressive with my hustle. You know what I'm saying? And you should be more aggressive with your hustle. Whether it's scamming, whether it's working that 9 to 5, or whether it's doing this right here, what I'm doing. You feel me? But you gotta respect the hustle.
You have large amounts that you have in savings or annuities, or you probably have to go in a CD and break it, but God has given it to you. You need to sow it tonight.
Bro, there was this dude that would blink like that. I did not like him. I don't know why, but he used to just like, I think he might have been blind as a bat.
You got money in your bank accounts. You got money in your annuities. You got money in your stocks. You got money in gold, in silver. You got money somewhere.
Like Apostle was saying, other things that you have gold.
Bro was like, you got money somewhere. Please, you gotta send me some money. And please.
Coins, you have stocks, annuities, IRAs, bonds, lands, I mean, savings, things that are just sitting.
It's obvious though.
We need to take care of this now, quickly. Come on, I want those.
Bro, how you would think, nah, it's because this is for the old people. It's an easy scam for the old people. The new Gen Z is not falling for that crap, bro. We are not. We ain't falling for that crap, bro. Nigga calling that shit out how it is, bro.
Who can give, you need to do it now. Do it now.
They got their Zelle, the Apple Pay, PayPal.
Now. Do it now. Do it now, quickly.
I'm not judging nobody who chooses
Do it now, quickly.
to go to mega churches like this. But if
Bro, that mega church shit is not it, bro. Hey, I grew up Jehovah's Witness. Yup. But nah, I wasn't like, I didn't get baptized or anything. But you know what I mean? It turned me off of religion, bro. It really did. It turned me off of religion because family was separated, bro. Family was separated, bro. So I didn't understand how, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I could get deep into it if y'all want me to, but that's a different time. I might get emotional if I do talk about that. But let's get back into this video. But religion, everybody has their own path. And you got to understand your path in religion on all aspects of life, bro. And once you understand what your path is, stick with it.
Worshiping God is this taxing. I'm gonna just worship Him at home, man. I'm good. I'm straight. He would even go off and claim that people were robbing God because they weren't giving.
But yeah, that's what he said. Like I'm cool with being with God at my own house.
Their savings to David Taylor so he could buy Christian Louboutins and Gucci belts. See, he was actually in trouble before, and he was actually called to sit for a deposition. And during that deposition, they went through his spending habits and exactly what he was spending the millions of dollars that he was raising every year on.
All right, so what is this?
Because it wasn't camera equipment. Why is the camera equipment so trash if you get it millions of dollars? You're a fucking $1 million corporation, right? Or fucking whatever it is. He had like 6 or 7 facilities, bro. That's money, bro. That's motion.
Residential center.
Nah, this is creepy.
Oh, this is a place that the ministry owns. Well, not own. We're in the process of buying that. Yeah, we don't
So are
own it
you
yet.
renting to buy, or are you?
Yeah, we're leasing to buy.
You have that as an asset of $2,844,500. So do you own it?
I just answered that, didn't I? I said we didn't own it.
Okay,
We're
but where
leasing to
where
buy
does
it.
the? I'm sorry.
We're leasing to buy it. Did you? I thought we just.
We're leasing to buy it. Like, I don't get what you're trying to say. Of course, I don't have it yet. I'm gonna get it. He's like, I got the money.
Did that.
All right, but
Yeah.
you have listed it as an asset worth $2,844,000.
Oh, that should be more of a liability.
All right, so where
That should be more of a liability.
does the number $2,844,000 come from on your
That's the
asset and liability?
That's, I guess, the appraisal value of the home
He said home. He said of the home
or the residential center.
or the residential center. He said, "Oh damn, he fucked up." Obvious, bro. Oh, God. Bro, niggas is slimy, bro.
Home?
No, it's a residential center.
He accidentally slipped up and called it a home because that's what it is. He bought himself a mega mansion and a Rolls Royce with the church's tax-exempt money, but you can't use tax-exempt money to buy yourself a mega mansion for your personal home. So what he did was he named his personal home a residential center, and he would claim the purpose of this is to host the guests that the church will have in town. So if a big guest come in town, they will spend a night at the crib. And if they gotta get chauffeured around, they would need the Rolls Royce to drive them around town to show them around. So this dude is just corrupt altogether.
November 29th, 2013, JMMI paid over $6,000 to Louis Vuitton.
That's what the jackets are, right? Or am I tripping? That jacket that I was talking about, is that Louis Vuitton?
Yes.
What would that be for?
Well, this is.
I understand if you grab like one Louis Vuitton like suit, like bust down, like you got a full suit, and that shit lasts you, bro. But like, you buying that goofy ass jacket is goofy as fuck.
For clothes concerning my TV ministry as well.
Oh, you have to wear Louis Vuitton?
Oh, it don't matter what name it is. The point is clothing are allocated to us for ministry purposes as well.
What do you mean they're allocated to you?
You know, in a media ministry,
In a what?
media ministry,
Yeah.
okay, or on the road, when I'm always traveling and using my clothes, I'm sweating through them. So I'm needing new clothes also for television ministry through the years. So
And so,
Which makes sense. You gotta have like, look, I'm not a type of chain guy, bro. You feel me? I just, and I don't like care about how I dress, bro. To be honest, real world. But when you're around people, you gotta put that shit on to show that you got a little motion.
You use ministry money to buy your wardrobe.
Outfit.
Your
It's allocated more towards ministry apparel.
Does that go into what your income is?
I'm sorry.
Do you show that in your income that you got Louis Vuitton clothing?
No, that's not.
That doesn't show.
Because it don't go there.
It don't go there.
Sound like a big kid. A big child, bro. That's how I know I could be president. Fuck it.
That doesn't show.
Because it don't go there.
It don't go there.
Because it don't go there. That's the best you could come up with.
I don't know what that means.
Man, light skin's fucking up.
Belong there. You don't get taxed on things like that. That's for ministry business purpose.
So when I heard he was arrested for a RICO, I was expecting charges in relation to things like this. But apparently that's not where we're at currently. So let's address exactly what he was arrested for and why he's currently in federal custody. So David Taylor, he realized...
Whoa. We didn't even start. Pause. This nigga didn't even get arrested for that shit. So he's about to get arrested.
Man, that begging on TV, that was too taxing. That was too time consuming. There has to be a more efficient way to do it. So what he did was he started a call center. And the purpose of this call center is there will be people calling 24/7, random numbers all across America, asking for money for the church. But not just the church, though. He would instruct them, hey, bruh, if you got to tell these folks the church will give a certain percentage of the proceeds to kids dying of cancer, tell them that, man. Whatever you got to do, raise that money. And he was very successful. His call centers raised about $50 million between 2014 to now. That's about $5 million per year. But here's the catch, and here's where it became a tad bit illegal. So grown adults would volunteer to work at this call center because they believe that David Taylor is really the second coming of Christ. Now, when they volunteered to work at the call center, they volunteered to work without pay. So they would work at the call center without pay, and they couldn't get an outside job.
They be doing that because they know you want to just be here because you just want to be there. And then that's... Bro, I came across some cults, bro. Bro, I have, bro. Like, I could talk about that in a different video. I'll probably do a story time about that, but I have.
The progression of the line of logic would be, if you're working at this call center without pay and you're working long hours, then how are you able to provide for yourself? Well, you can't. And that was designed that way, because when you can't provide for yourself, now you are vulnerable. Now you are literally in the grip of David Taylor, and now he could extract more hours from you in return for basic necessity that you would be able to maintain for yourself if you had employment outside of this call center that's not paying you. David Taylor and his church, they controlled every aspect of these quote-unquote employees' lives. The employees lived within a call center, but it wasn't a call center per se. It was one of those mega mansions that he had, one of those houses. They just set up phones in those houses and they were calling from those houses. So they lived in those houses while working in those houses, and they had to make calls about 16 to 18 hours a day with no sleep, no rest, no lunch break, no nothing. And if you didn't meet the quotas, so they would want to raise about $50,000 per day. And if you didn't...
And then people be sitting through that. Like, they'll be fine with it, bro, until they be like, damn, am I in a cult? Wow. My whole life is a lie. They gotta wake up.
Those quotas, well, they would take away food from you. Here's a text from David Taylor to the group. He wrote, warning from Apostle Michelle, deal out consequences to all the closers that are not bringing in their amount. Garage in Tampa and take away food now. I want those in Ocala who's supposed to be doing their work but are not punished and out in the garage and their food taken away. Another text from David Taylor says, warning to the whole staff, it's too expensive for us to provide for the amount of people who won't learn to close, so I'm only buying enough for the few at this point who have applied the training and have learned to close. If you don't work effectively and learn closing like we told you, you won't eat. I don't know who's dumber, David Taylor or the people who signed up for this. These were volunteers.
That's what I'm saying. These are volunteers, bro. These are volunteers. And they... Nigga, I'll be mad as fuck. I volunteer about to something I fuck with or whatever. And now I'm getting micromanaged and I ain't getting paid for shit. Nigga, get the fuck out of my face. I'm telling you, Gen Z would never do that. We're too smart for that.
Here's by the
It be you old farts, bro.
These people left their home. Some of these people was recruited from out of town and they left their homes to go work for David Taylor and work in a call center where he's controlling their daily lives and what they eat and what they can't eat.
Go to motionready.com to add this.
Like, what the fuck?
And that's why I didn't know if this was illegal or not, because it's like, if adults are volunteering to do this, they're volunteering to work at this call center without pay. I didn't quite know this counted as trafficking, but apparently it does. Now, the worst part about this all too, and why I say, I don't know what type of idiot will sign up for this. They signed up thinking this man was a man of God, but his actions would show that he's not. He would hire these personal slaves called arm bearers. And what the arm bearers would do, there would be personal assistants who essentially was on the clock 24/7. And these arm bearers would watch him, right, participate in adultery. And they will still think this man is Jesus for some reason. David Taylor recruited individuals to work at his armor bearers who served as his personal servants by fulfilling his demands. Taylor demanded the armor bearers provide food for him, transport him, maintain his houses and cars, transport women from ministry houses, airports, and other locations to David Taylor's, and ensure the women transported to him took Plan Bs after he clapped their cheeks. But this was the guy that they believe was sent by God himself, that they were able or willing to be his servants. I mean, listen, bruh. Any man of God who transported me to clap women cheeks out of marriage and then making them take a Plan B, son, like, I don't need no like definitive clue that this man ain't no child of God. To me, that's enough clue right there, bro. If you do a true deep dive into this call center and the operation, it was almost like the perfect scheme, because the call center itself and raising money for the church is not illegal. They're technically able to volunteer their time for the church. That's not illegal, right? And because they lived in the house, they were technically unemployed. And
You gotta respect the hustle regardless, bro. Because exactly, this is a crazy scheme. You got niggas falling for that shit. They sending you money. They literally volunteering to work for your ass. W scam, bro. W manipulator. Because you got manipulated. Not you, but the... Maybe you might be watching, but you know what I'm talking about.
to apply for food stamps and other government aid, and they gave the government aids to David Taylor, and David Taylor used that to feed them and house them. So essentially, David Taylor had free workers that the government was paying for their day-to-day living because he used the food stamps they gave him, while still making $50 million and pocketing it all, and it's all profits because the employees are free. Taylor and Brandon demanded that victims apply for government-funded electronic benefits, EBT cards, claiming to be homeless, and give the cards to Taylor and other staff from the church who reported to them, and they would use the government money to feed them and house them and pay for their daily living. So their employees and all their expenses was being funded by the government while still profiting from $50 million and not having an ounce of overhead. Oh, no, these people had the perfect scheme. The government is charging them with trafficking, claiming this was a cult and these people were there through force and coercion I don't know how that's gonna play out, man. I feel like there's more here with the financial frauding and scheming and scamming. This man has been a fraudster since about 2010, bro. Get him on those charges. The human trafficking, I don't know, right? I hope he goes to jail, but can you go to jail if adults volunteer their time and they could have left whenever they want to leave, but they still stayed? I don't know, bro. All right? Or maybe they couldn't leave if they wanted to. Maybe they were there through force.
Maybe it is blackmail. But how do you guys feel about this video? And I appreciate y'all for joining. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Carmelo Cotton here. Life is never rotten. I appreciate y'all for joining. Peace.